Hello, Julie Day, as people know, back again. Today I will begin talking about vaso-vagal syncope again and the triggers and give you examples of what happens from my experiences. After I did the last video, I had looked to see what I could find about vaso-vagal syncope, and it did come up with the triggers. It also said an astonishing fact is that it is the most common cause of fainting in 80% of adults. I found that amazing. So the triggers I mentioned are getting too hot, too excited, and sudden stomach upset. And they were some of the triggers that I found. So, for example, getting too hot. Going back to the early 80s when I was on holiday with my family at a caravan site, courtesy of a distant relative at the time. My family and I, my dad, brother, myself, went to the local fish and chip shop to get a treat of a takeaway meal. It was a warm, sunny day, and we joined the queue outside. After a while, the heat of the sun above me and the heat blasting from the fish and chip shop combined proved too much for me. 1 minute I felt faint, the next I was lying on the ground, opening my eyes to see lots of strangers and my family looking down at me concerned. My dad got my brother to run back to the caravan and got my mum, who came and took me back to the caravan. I did see a doctor either there or when we got back from holiday, and he couldn't find out how it happened. He didn't think it was due to the heart, but when I did look it up the other day, it did say it can be caused by dropping heart rate and dropping blood pressure. So there you are. The other one is too excited. Going back to the late 80s, I just started my full-time job at Guy's, and it was almost Christmas, and it was going to be my first official work Christmas meal. On the train going to work, I got too excited and I fainted. Needless to say, 2:00 I was sent back home and I missed the meal. Thankfully, as I was in that job for just over 20 years, I had many more work Christmas meals to go to. The third and final one was upset stomach. I'm going back now to the noughties, the 2000s, and again I was at work. In the morning I had gone to another campus to do a course, and during the tea break there I took a little packet of biscuits and I checked the labels to see if there was anything in it that I could not eat because of my food intolerances, and it seemed to be fine. So I took them back with me to work, to my campus, and had them with my lunch. Everything seemed to be fine, and then I went to the toilet like I used to do before I went back to the office to freshen up. And while I was there, I got some stomach pains, I felt sick, I felt faint. I ended up lying on the toilet floor with the toilet door open. I was too embarrassed to call out the way I was, so I waited till someone came back, which is someone did. They went and got my manager from the office. She phoned for an ambulance. She also phoned my mum, arranged for my mum to meet me and us at the other hospital where I was being taken, which is what happened. And then I was taken to St Thomas's from Guy's, and at St Thomas's I remember I was sitting on the hospital bed with my mum next to me. I was holding one of those cardboard sick bowls, and I suddenly said, "Mum, I need to go to the toilet." I don't remember what happened next, but this is what my mum told me. They brought in a commode with a high back to it, which was hard. They must have pulled the curtain around for privacy. My mum said that as soon as I sat on the toilet, I went stiff. I sat up straight. As I went stiff, I almost banged my head against the backboard, and I was so heavy that it took them 3 medical staff to lift me off the commode onto the bed. The next thing I remember was I was lying on the bed, opening my eyes. Didn't remember what happened before that. So there you have examples of what happens from getting too hot, too excited, or a sudden upset stomach. If you've listened to this and anything is related to you it resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you like what you've heard, please like and or comment on the video. Until next time, bye!